launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs, and we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Tuesday, December 13th, 2022. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I know that it's been a few years since the last time I prepped for a show, but back in the day, good training partners were worth their weight in gold the closer I got to a show, because sometimes you need that extra person to keep your energy up when you're heading into the home stretch. And right now, I think you'd be hard-pressed to find two people who are pushing each other harder than Brandon Curry and Patrick Johnson have been over these last few weeks. With Brandon in prime position to take another shot at the title and Patrick coming in hungry to prove that he's one of the best in the world, the intensity level during these training sessions has to be a 10 out of 10. They're both heading into the weekend with a lot on the line. And having someone in your corner who doesn't let you take your foot off the gas is, well, one of those things that you can never fully appreciate until it's all said and done. I don't know if it's just me, but for one reason or another, it doesn't feel like there's as much hype surrounding the Wellness Olympia as there was last year, which is a sin and a shame because Urishna Ayala looks like she's about to bring the heat this weekend. Don't let the fact that she took 5th at the Arnold back in March throw you off, because by that point she had basically been on a contest diet for an entire year straight, which is an impossible thing to ask a person's body to do. But now that she's had a few months to get in some proper rest and recovery and change up a few things in her training, she looks like the world beater we saw take the division by storm early in the 2021 season. And if she touches down this weekend, completely locked in, she's going to give the rest of that top group all they can handle. Right now, most of the conversations about classic physique are all centered around the same 3 or 4 guys, and whether or not any of them have an actual shot at dethroning Chris Bumstead out there. So instead of trying to beat that dead horse, why not throw Logan Franklin's name into that equation? If we're looking for an apples-to-apples comparison in terms of size, shape, and structure, Logan's probably a closer fit than any of the usual suspects. And that's not taking into consideration any improvements that he's made during the course of the 2022 year. Let's not forget that we haven't seen Logan compete yet in 2022. So we still can't say with any degree of certainty that he hasn't brought up his weaknesses and potentially leveled the playing field. When Logan is on, he has a unique look that not too many other guys in the division can match. So if he's made the right adjustments, he has the potential to be a real X factor in this lineup. By the end of the weekend, we'll have answers to a lot of the burning questions that we've all been discussing for the last few months, including whether or not Michael KRIZO is a true threat to contend for an Olympia title one day. One of the really interesting things about KRIZO is the way that people's opinions seem to be all over the map with this guy. Because on one hand, it seems like there's a huge group out there who's been screaming that he's overrated from day one. And on the other hand, you got people like Jay Cutler and Milos Sarcev saying that he's the total package. To be completely honest, I can't remember there ever being a spectrum of opinions like this wide on any rookie in recent memory, which is a big part of the thing that makes this whole saga so compelling. He's literally and figuratively a giant question mark, and I'm not entirely sure that whatever answer we get about him this weekend is going to be one that makes everyone happy. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.